So as I'm walking my dog on this beautiful day, I have a message for Black women. And I can't do the quotation marks for Black right now because I have my phone in my hand and my dog's leash on the other. But I'll be able to do my quotation marks when I let her off leash. But I want to talk about who you are. Who you are, Black women. And what your identity is. Who your identity is in. And story time for me, my testimony. Growing up, I felt like there were times where I felt like, I didn't belong anywhere. And also, I didn't know get up here. I didn't know who I was. And you're like, girl, what do you mean by that? If you look at the ancestry of Black women, you have of Black people, not all Black people, but some Black people, their ancestors are of the Atlantic slave trade. My dad is Jamaican, definitely an ancestor of the Atlantic slave trade. And then my great-grandfather was Afro-American, I can't do the quotation marks, but he was a descendant of the Atlantic slave trade, and we all know who they are, who our ancestors are. Our ancestors aren't Afro-Americans. They aren't Black people, We are Israelites. We are Israelites, and I am full with that, I am taking that identity as my identity because it is. That's who I am. That's who my ancestors were. They may have went by different names. That's because their identity through years of oppression was literally beaten out of them. Their names, they couldn't even keep their names because their names told them who they were. If you look at the names of the list of the people on the Atlantic slave trade, their names are like YAHUAH and Yah this and Yah that and Yah this and Yah that. That's Yahuwah's name in their name. Do you see that? Oh, names are so powerful. You look in the scriptures, every name has a meaning that goes exactly with that person. I wonder what the names of those people had on the Atlantic slave trade. Probably names that went exactly with what they were going through. And they were going through years of oppression, so they would have Yahuwah's name in their name, crying out to Yahuwah to save them for forgiveness. Ooh, it's really deep. So anyways, Black women, Yahuwah, let me not say Black women, Israelite women, know who you are. Know who you are. Israelite women. Yahuwah tells you who you are in the scriptures. He tells you who you are. He says you are fearfully and wonderfully made. He says you are strong. You are righteous. Come on now. Fearless. I think he calls you like a jewel or something like that. A precious stone, precious treasure. Set apart, holy. Quodesh. I mean, he beautifully speaks of his people chosen. Come on now. Elect ones. Come on now. He put our people, he said our people were few. People who are few in number back in those days, he could have picked someone large in number. He could have picked you know, a big group of people, mighty people with a whole bunch of money and stuff, and they're taking over the land. But he picked up people who were few in number, who had nothing, because he said, look at what I can do. He said, I could take the smallest people, the most oppressed people, the people who were taken, who their birthright was taken away, the people who've been oppressed, the people small in number. And he said, watch this. I'm going to make them big in number. I'm going to make them great. And he chose them. He said, look what I can do. And he's been doing, look what I could do since then. Come on now. Y'all need to wake up. I'm on fire out here as I walk my dog. I'm on fire out here. Like, seriously. So, Black women, Israelite women, know who you are. For real. Come on now. Know who you are. And like, I don't like seeing things on the internet where it's, you know, all the cultures degrading Black women, degrading them, mocking them, without acknowledging all the beauty of Black women, as well as the oppression that they have gone through. We have gone through. You know, I had a really hard time when I did work. I was bullied. I was mocked. You know, I really had a hard time at work, but I was strong through it all. Like, no one's going to make me feel down about the appearances, that my features, my hair. No one's going to make me feel down about that. And no one's going to, I don't give anyone that power over me to make me feel less than, to make, you know, to change the opinions I have about myself. You know, Yahuwah tells me who I am. And all my life, he's been telling me who I am, that I'm different, and I'll always be different. You know, not everyone, I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but you know whose cup of tea I am? Yahuwah's. Okay? That's all that matters. That is all that matters. But anyways, at work, you know, I did like a big chop at work too once. And like, I remember like walking into like the room, and like the faces, like the mocking, like the smirks, like they literally were just literally mocking me, laughing at me. Or when I'd walk in with braids, the same thing, mocking. You know, my hair was called nappy when I had my TWI or whatever, my little afro when I did my big chop. And it was so cute, guys. I used to put like little hair ties, you know, it looked like a little baby hairstyle, but it was so cute. And my mom thought it was so adorable. She's like, you look like when I used to do your hair in a baby. But I never felt so, like, when my hair was that short was the most beautiful I've ever felt in my life. Like, that was when I felt the most beautiful. It really was. And that's also when I felt the most oppression. It was really hard. A really hard time in my life. But one thing about me, I've always had a warrior spirit. I've always been different. Like, my name actually means brave one. It's Native American. It literally means brave one. And I named my dog Katori, and that means spirit. It's Native American as well. So, yeah, I have Native American in me. And some Native Americans are Israelites. Like, they won't tell you that. They won't tell you that during the slave trade, the Atlantic slave trade, and all those years of oppression going on with our people, you know, in the land that they were first in, they fled. They went to the Americans, whatever. They went to North America, wherever, and they fled. And some Native Americans are literally like, no, I'm not a Native American. I'm an Israelite. and they will speak of the stories of the scriptures. Ooh, it's so nice in here. Hello. I have my dog's little beeper here because she be running off. Hello, guys. And this is my hair, guys. It's a braid out. Enjoy. Enjoy. You know, I saw a comment and they were like, it's rare to see black women with their natural hair. Where? Rare, where? Like, where do you live at where it's rare? Come on, because, you know, I grew up in the South, right? And I grew up in the country ghetto South. And I saw black women with their natural hair literally all the time. I saw weaves and stuff too, but, you know, in my household, we didn't wear wigs or weaves or braids. Like, I didn't get braids till I left home. When I was really young and I lived in town, I got cornrows for like 2 summers. 2 summers during the school year. So I had like cornrows probably like 3 times my entire life. And I didn't get any extensions. Like, I started doing the extension stuff when I left home. And I dropped that a long time ago. Probably like 2 years ago, I dropped the extensions. And I actually did wear a wig for like a few months. I tried it. And then later on, you know, as I started reading the scriptures, just looked at the oppression, like, oh, what black women had to do for their hair. You know, I said, you know, I told you I was called nappy, unprofessional, literally straight to my face. And they were looking for me to cry, to break down. And I didn't give them that. I had a friend, she had beautiful natural hair. This is the friend, you guys could actually look her up on Instagram. Her name is Chrissy Flake. She's actually like Chrissy Skate with an 8. And she's actually pretty popular on Instagram and stuff. Like, she's pretty popular. Like, she has a music video and stuff. She's pretty popular. She was really mocked and really mistreated as well at work. And she convinced me to get a big chop because she has beautiful natural hair, beautiful long natural hair. And she was like, girl, cut it off and start over. So I did, and she taught me how to take care of my hair. And we don't talk anymore. Like, I don't have social media anymore. And I have a new number. Guys, I am such a crybaby. Like, I can cry about this. Like, this is also a strength. Like, if I could go back in time, I would tell her thank you, because look at my hair now. Like, it's really long. Like, when I get it straightened, it's like super long. Like, you know, it's a little longer than this. And if I could go back in time, like, she started this journey. Like, you know, her voice influenced me. Her hair, her beauty influenced me. And there's just like a lot of people that if I could go back in time, I would say thank you. I would literally say thank you. My dog was a gift. I have not told that to, you know, you guys on here, but she was a gift. Katori, I would go in and out of this place doing work. And there was a guy, every time I walk in, and he just saw me and he was like, I want you to have one of my dogs. And I was like, this guy is crazy. He was like, I just love who you are. He was a black man, I don't know if he was from, I don't know where he was from, but I get the vibes that he was from like someplace in Africa. He didn't have an African accent though, but you just have those vibes, you know, you can tell. The way he took care of himself, all that stuff. And he gave me her. And 3 years later, this dog, he gave me her, and he handpicked her. And he was like, this is your dog. And he held on to her until I had a place of my own. And yeah, and he just was like, he handpicked every person he bred his dogs and gave them to. I mean, my dog is expensive. She's over $2,000. She's like the most expensive thing I own, but she was a gift. Tori. Look at her. Tori. Come on, Mamas. Tori, come on. Come on, Mama. Say hi. I'm Tori girl. I'm Tori. You want to do some tricks? So we're going to do a class, a dog training class. I want to do scent work with her. These are actually hunting dogs. Uh-oh. She thinks I'm trying to pet her. She's like rolling over. Come on, Tori. Let's go. Let's go. They're hunting dogs. I mean, she's a warrior just like me. Like, literally, she has stood in front of a moose and was like, yo, get out my yard. And also, when I was running once, I was going, and it's in the winter, right? And, you know, I was in Alaska, so we were running. Yes, I am a runner in, like, extreme conditions. I actually love it. And, like, I'm running in the cold. And, like, she would not run on. She was, like, standing still. And I was like, girl, move. But in the distance, I was like, something told me to just stop and listen to my dog. And I listened, and there was a moose, like, right in front of me. Like, in the woods. And I just didn't see it. So, yeah. Just love my dog. I love her so much. What was I going to say? That was leading to something. But yeah, I just love my dog. I love my dog. And she was a gift. And you know, there are just some people in my life that have brought me the best gifts ever. The guy who gave me her, his name was Charlie. He gave me her. His name was Charlie, but he also had a African name you cannot say. But he said he called the name Charlie. He has a website for his dogs, but he actually stopped breeding them. Literally, when I was in Alaska, like, people would walk around with, you know, my type of dog, and they'd be like, "Who did you get your dog from?" And then I'd tell them, and they were like, "Oh my goodness, I got my dog from him too," or whatever. And he literally handpicked and keeps in touch with everyone who owns his dogs. And you know, I'm sorry, this might offend people, but when Black people do something, they always do it the best. Like, what type of breeder actually does that? Like, actually keeps in touch with everyone. And even if the people can't end keeping his dog, he ends up going and getting his dog back and getting them. He ships them out and everything. Like, literally, he is so, like, into and really takes care of the dogs and the people. And he keeps them in his life. I'm going to reach out to him and text him because I still have his number. And I did have him on LinkedIn. On my LinkedIn account is too. And I do have him on email because he sent me her, because she's a rare dog. So I have her mother's and her father's rare dog association certificates. So I have to get her registered. It's $70. If I would have done it when she was little, it would have been like, I don't know, like, I think it was like $20. Come here, Tori. Sit. There's a lady with her doggy. I think she's a little scared because my dog looks kind of intimidating, but she is such a sweetheart. You can say hi. You can say hi. I just like to hold on to her because I don't want the lady to feel intimidated. She's friendly.
Mine is too. It's a puppy. Will you grab her?
Yeah. Come here. So cute.
Oh my God.
Look at that hair.
Oh God. She's a labradoodle. And
Oh
she
my
is a baby.
goodness. She is so cute. I can tell. She's got the wiggles, the puppy wiggles going on.
I'm trying to train her, but oh my God, what the energy. Your dog's beautiful coat.
Oh, thank you. Yours is too. I love the chocolate brown color.
Thank you.
What do you think, Tori? Huh?
Tori, this is Poppy.
Yeah, Poppy, she's definitely a puppy. Tori's about to be 5 soon.
Oh my gosh.
I think she
looks
is actually
wonderful.
5. She's going to be 6 coming up soon.
Nice. Nice seeing you.
Yes, bye. She had a puppy and he like got loose from her. Very cute Labradoodle. I think Labradoodles are cute, but I could never own one. Come on, Tori. Tori. She's going up in this person's yard. Come on. Tori. They must have something smelly in there. She's peeing. Come on. Guys, so I did work at a doggy daycare before. Oh my goodness. When I tell you them Labradors dragged me around, they would not listen. They would jump in all up on me. You know, I'd go walk in the little enclosure with them and they get up on me and it was like beat down. Like they were hitting me with the paws, like about to knock me over. And then when I would put them on the leash and bring them back inside, like they would drag me. And I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. And I don't know if I've met a mellow one yet. I have not met a mellow one yet. Like, they be acting up. They're cute though. I just don't have the energy for that. Like, you need to behave. Come on, Tori. And my dog, she is so good. Wherever she's at. Oh, there she is. I don't even call her or anything. And she just runs off and does her things. She pays attention to me. You know, as I walk. And she just follows me. Like, that's why I have this thing. Because, guys, she be disappearing. And I'll be like, where's my dog? And I'll be yelling for her. And she can't hear me. Like, she goes off so far. I did have a blue nose, guys. And his name was Sky. And we had like really bad financial issues. We lived in Alaska. We drove from Alaska down here. So yeah, we took the Alcan Highway with my blue nose and my dog. And it was really sad because after that, we knew we had to rehome my blue nose because he ate 4 cups of food, guys. 4 cups of food, and she only eats 2 cups a day, but he ate 4 cups when he was a puppy. Like, he was only 80 pounds and he was eating 4 cups of food, and now he's way bigger than that, like over 100 pounds. But he has a new family in Washington, and I like my husband couldn't even. He cried. He gave his dog away. And he cried, and after that he doesn't want to hear about his dog anymore because that was his dog and he was great. Like, he wouldn't run off like her. He would walk right beside me. Literally, he'd walk right beside me. He wouldn't leave my side. And when I rehomed him, you know, the people are Pacific Islanders, so I have a thing with Pacific Islanders. One of my best friends, Funaki. I don't talk to her anymore. Life has been crazy, but we're still very close. She's Pacific Islander, and you know, so when I saw that woman that come get the dog, I remembered her, and she was around my age, and she fell in love with my dog. And I remember I took him off leash, and she was like, no, because she was scared, and I was like, no, he's off leash trained. And we met at a river, and he played in the river, and they watched him, and they were like, we love him. We want to take him home. And I was like, let's do it. And my husband was like crying. He like could not deal with it because that was his dog. Here, you got to stay here. And she's like, I want to hang out.
Yes, I know you want to play. Oh yeah, I know.
What do you think, Tori? He is so cute, huh?
It's a girl.
Oh my goodness, so cute. You are so cute, Poppy. What do you think, Tori? She's
goes,
like,
I'm more relaxed.
We've got little toddlers at home, so she deals with a lot.
Oh, nice.
This is like her vacation right now. Bye, Poppy.
Come on,
So let's get back on topic, really. So black women, don't listen to what this world tells you about yourself. Your identity is what Yahuwah says your identity are. You are princesses. You are literally princesses. Yahuwah is king, the everlasting king. You are literally princesses. You are his chosen people. You are elect ones. You were handpicked. He says you are fearfully and wonderfully made, set apart, kodashim. You better know who you are. Like, what? For real. Anyways, if you guys are not reading the scriptures, please do. Please do read these scriptures. Get a Sefer, probably saying it wrong. Get one of them. Get the Hallelujah scriptures or the Yahuwah scriptures or the Yah scriptures. I don't care what it is. Get it. If it's a Bible, get it. I started off with a Bible, and then once I started reading the Bible, I got into like numbers, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, everything is a lie. Like all it took for me to get is into numbers, and I was like, everything's a lie. They lying. Ooh, they lying. I was like, I know God's name. I know who my God's name is. His name is Yahuwah. The creator of the world is Yahuwah. Ooh, I'm one of the chosen people. Ooh, you know. And still, as I read today, I'm in Yasher. No, not Yasher anymore. I'm in Yahusha, the testimony of Yahusha right now. The gospel of Yahusha, the gospel of Joshua. I'm in that right now. So, and I restarted the scriptures. Like, I was reading it from a Christian viewpoint, from the, false teachers, from the Babylon religion. Christianity is a Babylon religion. All the religions come out of Babylon. Literally, the Roman Catholic Church created all the religions. Literally, the Roman Empire is Mystery Babylon. And then all of the doctrines and traditions, like Christmas, all that stuff, it's all pagan. Devil worship. But yeah, once you start reading the scriptures, Yahuwah will reveal that to you. He will reveal your true identity. So I know through years of oppression, it's hard for us to appreciate the beauty that Yahuwah has blessed us with, our hair. It's hard for us to even know how to take care of it because we were forced to. They shaved off our hair, and the Native Americans, they scalped them. They literally scalped them and took off their whole scalps. Just barbaric. They shaved off our hair. They told us we were ugly. They ripped mothers from their babies, so couldn't even pass down the knowledge of who they are and how to take care of their hair. They didn't even have all the products that we have today, and they were able to take care of their hair. So, yeah, I want you to really take time to be in the presence of Yahuwah, to read the scriptures, and really start to love yourself. And look at the identities that Yahuwah gives you in the scriptures. He tells you who you are. Your identity is in Yahuwah. It is not in this world. It is not the identity that the oppressors give you of being a black, being Afro-American, being African-American, all these things that they give you. Like my great-grandmother, she was Cherokee Indian, Cherokee Native American. My great-grandmother, who married my Afro-American, great-grandfather, and they're not that. I don't know if Cherokee Indians were Israelites. They probably were. But, they all lost their identity. But I am that child. Like, in every generation, there was a child in every generation who walked with Yahuwah, who redeemed every single person. That's me. That's me. That's me. I'm gonna say it again. That's me. Okay, come on, Dory girl. We about to walk home because my dog hot. She hot. She is a Finnish dog, so they for the cold, and she loved Alaska. She would be in like negative in the negative 30. She would just lay outside, and she would be out there all day. If I didn't bring her inside, she'd be out there all day. But she can handle the heat too. Not for long though, but she can handle it. But anyways, this is all I have to say. Come on, Tori. Look at my baby. Look at my baby. Look at my baby, Tori. Okay, guys. We out. Bye and shalom. Go in peace. Get in the word. Read, pray, fast. Meditate on the word day and night. Fast. Trust in Yahuwah. We're living in the end times, so please listen. You have eyes to see and ears to hear. You don't need anyone to tell you what is true. Yahuwah will tell you what is true. He blessed us all with eyes to see and ears to hear. So open up that scripture. You don't need to go in those pagan, false churches, false religions, doctrines and traditions of men, all pagan, false. Don't go in there. You sit down in a secret place all by yourself. Sit down. Read the scripture. Be with Yahuwah. He blessed you with eyes to see and ears to hear. So his spirit can dwell within you, not in the churches of a wall, not in the churches of a preacher or whatever holy man names they got, gurus, shamans, all them demonic stuff. Yahuwah's spirit can dwell within you through the goodness of Yahusha's sacrifice to us on the tree. Not cross, the tree. He was not done on no cross. That's what the Roman Catholic Church did because the cross is pagan. But anyways, yeah. Come on, Tori. You have to get the leash on. Bye. Shalom. Yahuwah loves you and I love you too. And Yahusha. Bye.